Students, those who says good evening. I am also saying good evening. So students, online students, am I audible? Okay. So let us move to the further. What was our last class concept? Hmm? Keyword variable length arguments. Okay. So now let us move to the further functions. Under that, index I'll open it. And this is the concept we completed. These things very important. And you have seen already in my class how important, how it is useful in NumPy, Pandas, Matplotlib. These are very important. You have seen now today. I shown you the library. So functions are very important or not. So in that what are covered, all these things are available now. So that is its importance internally. So today I'm going to start about local, global, global keyword, globals. Three things I want to discuss today. Carefully try to understand. So I'm going to start about. So this point I'm going to discuss here. So now I'm going to enter into what do you mean by local variable? What do you mean by global variable? I want to explain. So already you know students, local variable anyhow you know. Do you know local variables? What do you know? Tell me. I want to listen. Local variables are those which are used inside the function definition, function body. Local variables are always used for storing what result? Temporary result. After the function processing logic, to store that result, we use local variable. And one more thing is, local variables can be accessed inside the corresponding function body only. We cannot access in the other part of the program. That is the information about what? A local variable. Where we can use? Inside the body. Where we can, what for we can use? To store the temporary results. And where we can access? Inside the corresponding method body, function body only. That is for what? Local variable. Okay, na? Global variables I want to discuss. Global variables I want to tell you. Regarding the global variables, I want to introduce through coding. Through coding only I want to tell you. So that you will understand where we can use global variable, where we can access global variable, and what is the when to use global variable. This I want to tell you about it. So concept question, and it's the most important also for you people. When to use local, when to use global variables. I'm going to start here. Let us start about, go to the pie chart. Go to the pie chart now. So very useful. Let us start about the global variables now. So simple students. Let's close this part. Close this project. So now I'm going to take up 4 p.m. functions. I'm talking about 4 p.m. functions. There I will take about global variables, local variables. New, I say local, global variables, example1.py. Local, global, variable, example1.py. There I'm talking about program for demonstrating local and global variables. Global variables. Right, students. Carefully follow. Now I'm taking DEF. I'm taking an example of loan AI. Loan AI. So there I'm writing sub1 is equal to AI. Language is equal to Python. Language is equal to Python. Print of to develop. I'm writing applications to develop. I want to print here inside the single quotes AI applications. We use we use, I say, programming language. Programming language. Which programming language I will use to develop a application? Python. Dot format of sub1, comma, lang. This is my programmatic script here. Okay. So students, I'm going to write it. Moreover, main program I'm going to write, students, main program. What I'm going to write it? Learn AI. See students, function call. Try to run this. I'm getting the answer called what? To develop AI applications, we use Python programming language. Well, and in this case, sub1 and lang are used inside the function body only. So they are called which variables? Local variables. Okay, very good. Similarly, I'm extending my program. Carefully try to follow. I'm taking my program one more time. Learn ML. Learn ML. Another one. There I'm taking sub2. Sub2. I'm writing here ML. There I'm writing language is Python. Be careful, students. Here I'm writing to develop ML applications. We use Python programming language. This I am writing sub2. Sub2 I am writing it. Sub2. I am writing sub2. Next I am writing one more. One more I will write it. One more I will write it. I am writing there. Learn what? DL. DL. Deep learning. DL I am writing. Python I wrote. To develop DL applications, this is sub3. Sub3. Here I'll write sub3. Now these are my three functions. Carefully try to follow and you need to come to one conclusion, one beautiful conclusion you need to get it. Main program, have a clarity in your understanding. There I'm writing, I'm calling learn, learn AI, learn AI, learn AI. I'm writing here. Next I'm going to write it, learn, learn. What is this? ML. And the next I'm going to write it, learn what? DL. These are my function calls. Try to run and I'm getting three results. Perfect. This result is perfect. No doubt in that. Perfect. This is perfect. Correct? I got the result. Well, but a qualitative programmer will think about it. What is that? Sub1, sub2, sub3 are changing the subject. But for all the language implementations, what is the common value for all the functions? Lang. So that lang common value for this function, common value for this function, common value for this function. I wrote how many times? Separate, I wrote it. Is it not our time waste? So there is a common value for this and there is a common value for this. There is a common value for this. For three functions, it is a common value. So that lang is concerned, don't write only inside the function body, don't write it. What should I write it then? Earlier, you may ask a question. Sir, it is a common value. You may say, sir, write as a default argument. You may say, default argument concept we learned or not? Did you remember that? Default argument concept we learned it. And here I am writing, sir, you may write default, you may write it. So I am writing here called what? Lang is equal to Python. What happens here with the default? It is the default, correct or not? Again, I am writing here also lang. Here also I am writing lang. Try to run this once. What will happen? Same thing I am getting it. But what is the problem again? Again, I wrote three times. Again, I wrote three times. It's also a waste of time. When do you go for a default value? When there is a common value for similar function call. Similar function call. That time I said go for what? Default. But here the situation is what? For multiple different functions, for multiple different functions, for different function calls, what is same? Value is same. That's why that value must be defined before all the function calls. define this variable value before all the function calls. Here, lang is called which variable? Global variable. So this value I can access in all my function definitions. If the value is common for multiple different function calls, such a type of value to be taken as which variable? Global variable. If I write again and again inside, unnecessary takes lot of time, correct? Unnecessarily it will take memory space also. Rather than writing 3 times, 4 times, 100 times, I want to define how many times? Run this example, run this example. Now I got answer called same. Which is a better? What is your idea about it? What is the global variable now? If the value is common for multiple different function calls, then such a type of value to be taken as what? Global variable. Don't write that the common value for different function calls inside, you don't write it. Here sub1 is called which variable? Here sub1 is called which variable? Is called which variable here? Global variable. Global variable. Global variable. No? Sorry, local variable. Yes. Local variable. Here sub1 is called local variable. Here sub2 is called local variable. Here sub3 is called local variable. Here sub3. And here, see students, when I am writing here, print of what? Sub2, sub2 I am writing, sub2 comma what? Sub3. This is an error. Why? Sub2 can access only inside the body. Inside of which body? Learn ML. Sub1 I can access inside this place only. So this will give you error. Are you observing this red line? Red line says that it is an error or not. Say that sub2 cannot be defined. What you can use there? Sub1. So this is called what here? Error. It is called what? Error. I hope you are understanding. What is that error you got it? Name error. Name error. So can't access. I can write down. Can't access because sub2, sub2 and sub3 are local variables in other functions. Other functions. Are you able to follow? And similarly, I will call this part and I'm writing here. I'm writing here. What is this now? Sub1 and sub3 can't access because sub1 and sub3 are local in where? Other functions. Similarly, I will write it here. What is this now? Sub1 and next what? Sub2. Sub2 are local variables. Of course, 1 and then 2. 1 and then 2. Here I will write 1 and 3 are local variables. Here what is this? Sub2 and I think you are following. What is this Python is called? Local variable. So where I am using local variables? Global variables are where I am using before all the function calls so that you can access that value in all the functions. Are you following? How the flow will be? First it will come to line number 3, line number 7, line number 11. It come to know what are the functions. Then it is coming to where? Then it is coming to where? Main program. 16th line, it is coming to know the name of the global variable. Then go to learn AI. Go to learn AI and sub1 it is coming to know and it is printing what? Sub1 and lang. Clear? Is it able to understand? Now, one more thing, let me go to the next case. Online students, please respond. I hope you are following me. Go to the next line. Here I am writing 2.py, 2.py. Copy the same thing. I'll copy this now. Try to observe it. Here I am writing. Global variable example 2.py. This lang is equal to Python, where I am defining. You see here, I am writing after that. Where I can access, where I cannot access. This lang is a global variable defined after what? 11AI. So where I can access these two? Wherever it is defined before, after that only you can access. So Python can access in where? Line number 18th function, line number 19th function, but you cannot access in where? line number, learn AI place it cannot, because when it comes to learn AI, when it comes to learn AI, 16th line only going back to the definition. It don't know about the 18th, 17th line. Try to run, error will come, error will come. Name error. What is this now? Lang, name lang cannot be defined. That means in name error, line number 16, line number 16, you cannot having an idea about what? Lang. Line number 16 doesn't have the knowledge about what? Lang. So in line number 5, you cannot access. Are you able to follow? See the line number 5, lang is an error, because in line number 16, learn AI function don't know about what? Name kind of thing. I think you are following me. Did you understand? So global variable where I defined in the beginning, I defined. When you define the global variable before all the function calls, then you can access in all the function calls. In the second place where I defined it, after the first function call it is defined, you can access in learn ML and what? Learn DL. Since I'm not able to access it, I kept a comment. I can access only in two places. To develop ML and to learn DL, I can access like this. I think you are following me. So I'm keeping a comment. We can't access, we can't access what? Lang, global variable value. We can't access global variable value, lang, in where? Learn AI. Learn AI. Because, why? It was defined after its call, after its function call, after its function call. I hope you are following me. After its function call, after its function call. Are you able to follow? This is about the most important concept called where to define. So next example, in the another way I am asking, you try to answer my question. This is a very important, students. In interview point of view, in MCQ's point of view, this type of questions will come. Coming to the point back, here I am writing 3.py, 3.py. Here I am going to take up, carry the same thing. Now I am writing here. You answer my question now. You have seen already. This I am defining here. This I am defining here. Where you can access, where you cannot access. Answer my question. Can I access in all the places? Come on, quickly. No. Where we can access? You cannot access anywhere. You cannot access anywhere. Why? Because it is defined totally after function calls. Yes or no? Totally cannot access anywhere else. So when I define somewhere, you have to think about where it is defined. So that following things only you can access. You cannot access this part when it is defined. So program number 1, it is defined before. Program number 2, it is defined one after. I mentioned the comment. Program number 3, if I define it at the end of it, you cannot access. Are you able to follow? Now, my concept today is very, very simple. Where I am writing all of sudden, you see, I am writing here. I defined in line number 3. I defined in line number 3. It is as good as similar to what? If you understand my beginning of the explanation, first it comes to where? It is as good as what? First it comes to where? Line number 3. Line number 3, it will come to where? Line number 4. Line number 4 means it won't execute this part. You must know that. Line number what next? 8. Line number 8 to what? Line number 12. Next is called what? Line number 17, 18, 19. That also we can use in all the function places you can access. Are you understanding? This is defined where? Before all the function definition. Generally function definition, after that only function calls will come. It is indirectly speaking what? It is indirectly speaking. It is defined before where only? It is defined before only what? Function calls only. I think you are following me. So coming to the point back, this also we can access happily. Line number 3.py. Line number 3.py. I hope you are getting the answer. Are able to follow? Where I defined it? Before all the function definitions. which is as good as similar to what? Before all the function calls. Some people will say before all the function definitions. That is wrong answer. Before all the function calls. Next example you see. I think, are you getting what I'm talking? By seeing your faces, I'm thinking that you are not getting English. Are you getting? Right. So, coming to 4.py, 4.py, coming to this place. Now I'm going to take up 4.py. Now answer my question. If you really understand, you tell me now where to access. Lang is equal to Python. I'm writing here. Carefully try to follow. I'm writing here. Where I'm writing? Here I'm writing. Tell me. Where we can access learn AI, learn ML. After that, lang is equal to. Where we can access, where we cannot access. We can access in where? Learn DI. We learn DL. We cannot access in where? Learn AI and learn ML. Madhu Babulu, all waste Babulu. So see, you can access in all the places. You can access in all the places. How? Come to the point back. I said to be defined before all the function calls. Is it not available before all the function calls? I said already I said here line number 3. Line number 3 it will come to know the name of the function. It will come to the name of the function 7. Next it will come to know line number 11 indentation vertical it will look at. Next after that line number 11 it will come to learn DL. Right or not? After that, it is coming to where main program. So when it comes to learn AI, what it knows, global variable it knows or not? Generally, student will think what? Even lot of teachers will say what? You cannot access this after what? In these places because it is defined after the function definition. They don't know anything. You can access in all the places. Global variables to be defined before all the function calls. This is before the function calls only available. Run this example. See perfectly the answer is coming. Are you able to get it? Able to get it or not? So previously it is as good as similar to this only now. It is also available after all the functions. So I said before all the function calls. Here it is available after the first function call. You cannot access here. Line number 3, if you see, it is available before all the function definition and before function calls even. And it is line number 4, you take it program number 4. It is available in where? Middle of the function definitions as a global variable. Still you can access everywhere else. This is the significance of each variable, global variable. So what do you understand about the global variable? When do you go for global variable? When the value is common for all the different function calls, then I will go for what? Global variable. When the value is common for only that function call for many times, I'll go for default. So default global variable are closely related, but different function calls common value go for global. Similar function call multiple times common value default. That is what is significance of it. Now I want to just open it. One small concept called what? That example I want to go for it. So here local and global variable, try to read out quickly. Local variables are used in function body. The purpose of local variables is that to store temporary results after function processing. Local variables can be accessed inside of corresponding function definition only, but not possible to access in other part of the program. You cannot access. Global variables I am going to discuss. Global variables are those which are used for providing common value for all different function definitions. Global variables to be defined before all function calls. That is an important. So that we can access global variable values in all those function definitions. So here definition number 1, definition number 2, definition number n. Here main program variable 1 value 1, variable 2 value 2, variable n value n. Here variable 1, variable 2, variable n are called what? Global variables. and function call here. This is known as what you know, function call one, function call one. This is function call one. Next is called function call two, function call two. So on, I will take it as what? Function call n, function call one, function call two, function call n. Here, variable one, variable n are called global variables defined before function definition so that we can access those values inside of the corresponding definitions. I hope that you are understanding global variable significance. Clear up? So all the together, how many types of variables you know? If I go for an interview, if I go for an interview, if somebody asks you tomorrow, what is your knowledge on variables? You start from lowest scope of accessing. Number one, local variable. Number two, what? Huh? Formal params. Formal params. ఇది ఇంగ్లీష్ కాదు, ఇది గ్లోబల్ లోకల్. This is not in English. Under formal, what did you understand? Positional params. Next, second one, you understood what? Default params, or I can write variable length params. This is the order to follow. Third one is called what? Default params. Default params. And one more I can go for it is what? Variable, keyword variable length. Keyword variable length params. These are also called variables only. Then after that, what will be coming? Global variables will come. And the next also will be there here. Before that, arguments also will come. What is that? Arguments. Arguments also will be there. Arguments. I hope you are following. So here, local variable, formal, under formal varieties of formals, you know, arguments and then global variables. These are the varieties of variables. In the further, when I go to OOPS, you will come across what? Instance data members. Instance data members will come. And the next, finally, class level data members will come. In the OOPS, I'm going to say, these are also called what? Variables. Overall together, in the entire Python level, whether you go for AI, data science, anything you go, these many variables will come into your picture. Complete significance. You take any student, what is the purpose of anything you ask? Not even one student knows, including BTech CSC student also. Example, you are also BTech CSC. You check by yourself. This is the significance. So far, you are understanding about the significance of everything. Understand? When I open my beginning program, approach number one, you see. Tell me what is this ABR called? What is this ABR called? This is a function call or not? Before the function call, is it called variable values reading from the keyboard or not? Are they called global variables or not? Global variables. And A and B are called what? Global variables. Acts as what here? Arguments. Acts as what? Arguments. Because they are passed as a parameters to the function call. What is RES? RES is also called what? One variable. Available in where? Main program. That is also called global variable. That is also called global variable, which I can access in where? ADDOP function. Because I am using what? RES. But RES is not an argument. RES is only the global variable. And all global variables are not argument. Some of the global variables are what? Arguments. And some of the global variables are not arguments. Here, RES is a global variable, but not an argument. A and B are called argument, global variables, treated as what? Arguments. I think if you practice well, you will come to know. If you did not practice, you are out of order. There is no doubt in that. So X and Y are the global variables for this function. And Z is called what? Global variable, but it is not an argument. This is about global variables and local variables. Last and final, local variables are for what? To store the temporary results. Formal parameters are for what? To accept the inputs coming from function call. Global variables is for what? to store the common value for different function calls. This is about global variables concept. Concept is completed, which is a very, very important. I think it is clear. Well, go to the next, another point I'm going to introduce. Another point I'm going to introduce. So that part is, let me save it. I'll move to the further. I'm going to enter into the next concept called what? Global keyword I'm going to introduce. Beautiful now. Global keyword I'm going to introduce. This is also one of the wonderful topic. Whether you will understand or not, this is the most important. Let me talk about global keyword. Go to the coding. Go to the coding. Here I'm going to write it. Here I'm going to write it. That program I will write it in Edit Plus, so that you will put your concentration to understand the coding. Let us go. Here I'll write others. Here I am writing program for demonstrating, program for demonstrating, very, very important, demonstrating global keyword, global keyword. There I am taking students DEF, increment is my function, and say pass, and say pass. Main program I am going to take it, main program. There I am writing A is equal to 10. A is equal to 10. What is A is equal to 10 is called global variable. And by seeing the variable name, you can say it's a global variable by writing. Suppose if I write X, what is X? What is X? Positional parameter. Formal parameter kada Madhubabu. Positional param. If I write X is equal to 10, what is that? Default param. If I write a star X, if I write a star X, variable length. If I write star star, that is subject. Formal parameter, formal parameter, formal parameter. Is it the subject? Waste. That is a waste. Already I made you to enter the subject. X comma star y comma star y comma z is equal to 10 comma star star k. This is subject. Last class I said already. What is X? Positional. Star y. Z is equal to star star k. All of them are what? Formal parameters. Formal parameters types. Yesterday only I said the final syntax of the function. Not reading, huh? When you read, not remembering. Are you senior citizen or what? Huh? Senior citizen, huh? Keeping all sticks outside the class, huh? Walking machines, everything. Keeping outside or what? Don't know. Did I explain yesterday? Explained or not explained? Explain. So remember. How can you forget? So come to the point. Online students. Now, beautiful concept. Now I'm going to enter. Be careful. INCR of what is this is called? Function call. Function call. What is A is equal to 10? Here A is called. Come on. Global variable. I am writing there. A is equal to A plus 1. A is equal to A plus 1. Here I am writing print of what? Print of what? Value of A. Value of A in main program. Value of A in main program is equal to, I am writing there, dot format of what? A. That is called what? Before INCR function. Before INCR function. Here I am writing value of A in main program after INCR. A I wrote it. Function call I wrote it. A is equal to 10 global variable. Now tell me the answer. Come on, answer. Answer quickly. Brother, what is an answer? See, something they are saying, online students. What is the value of A? What is the value printed here? 10. Next, what is calling? INCR. Go to where? INCR. A plus 1. Come on. What is the value of A after INCR? 11. What is the final answer? 10 and can't you say that? Can you say that? What is an answer? 10 and that is a blunder. What you are saying is a blunder. Don't tell, sir. That's why we are not saying. Answer is 11. Moddu Babulu. What is printed here? 10. What is printed here? You are saying 11. That only the answer you are saying now. 10 and here what is printed? 10. Here what is printed? That only the answer you are saying now. What is an answer? 11, 11. 11, 11. 11, 11 is also blunder. 11, 12. 13, 14. 10, 10. Good. Who said? Wrong answer. Right. Finally, whatever the answer you said, that is a completely blunder. Now I am going to say. In C language, it is called a 10, 10. In C language, because you know C language. Correct? In C language, it is a. Don't look at who is the person knows C language here. Sorry saying. I'm not giving certificate. In C language, answer may be coming 10, 10. In Python, it is a error. What is an error name? Unbound local error. Unbound local error. And don't feel happy. Sir, I said error. Error means I'm not happy to say error. Error name, if you say, I'm happy for it. If a patient go to the doctor, doctor is saying, you have disease. That's why he's saying, I'm coming when you get a disease. If you say, every patient, you have disease, is the patient happy? Huh? You have to tell the name of the error. Now I'm telling the answer. Command to follow. Dayakar is saying 21. 21, 42, 52, 90. These are all called wrong answers. Now see, no more answers, please. Look at the concept now. I am explaining the concept. Carefully follow. See, look at. First of all, observe this function. Heading, body. Any variable used in the body, it is known as which variable? Local variable. Local variable, any variable you used inside the body, that is definitely which variable? Local variable. Okay. So A is called local variable. When it is treated as a local variable, A plus 1, that means A should contain one local value or not? Is the local value is present? No. So it is going to give you error first of all to you. What is that error? Unreferenced variable. Means it doesn't have any referenced variable over there. If we say A is equal to 1, 1 plus 1 is equal to 2 will be there in the local variable. But A is equal to A is not, A is equal to 1 is not there. But your intention is what? A is equal to 10, global variable, and you are printing the value of A before increment function. It is printing 10, no doubt in that. Now, INCR of this data, it is going to where this function called A is equal to A plus 1. Daily, every student will think what? This A is equal to A plus 1 means they will think that the 10 is getting substituted. But will not take A is equal to 10 of global variable value. It will consider as what? Any variable you use inside the function body specially, that is treated as which variable? Local variable. Is the local variable A contains any value in the body? No. That is going to be called what? Error. Did you understand? That error name is called what? Unbound local error. Unbound local error. That means no value is binded with what? A. That means what you are thinking global variable value 10 plus 1, 11 you are thinking. But PVM will not think it is a global variable. PVM is thinking it is which variable? See the error now. See the error now. So I'm going to write it global. I'm writing global keyword example1.py. Global keyword example1.py. I'm going to write it Save this code. Save this code. I'm trying to execute. Go to the command prompt. Error name you remember what I said. Go to this place. Unbound local error. Go to this place. Here I am writing E colon KVR Python. Say here 4 p.m. CD functions here. There I am going to take it. PY. See the students. I'm getting, read out the error first. Come on, read out. Cannot access local variable A where it is not associated with A value. There is no value association with A. So by default, A is thinking by PVM as which variable? Local variable. But local variable is not associated with any value. So you have to tell to PVM, PVM. A is not a local variable. Take which value? A as which value? Global value. That time you have to write in the body. You have to write in the body which keyword? Global keyword A. The moment when you write a global A, PVM will say, okay, programmer, I won't treat it as a local variable. I will treat this following A as which variable? That time it will refer which value? 10. That time it will print what? 10 plus 1. What is the value of A? 11. So A will contain what after this function? 11 will be there. I hope you are understanding. Did you understand? Now you execute. Now you execute. See this now. What is the value of A? Value of A in main program before increment is 10. Value of A main program after increment is 11. And don't tell, sir, this answer already we said now, sir. You said, this you said the answer before I write what? Global. After global, your answer is correct. And don't think that, sir, already I said, no, off mark, give me, sir. Off mark if I give 1 mark, off mark if I give 0.5 minus 0.5, which is equal to 0 only. It is going to be 0 only. So that I hope you are understanding the global keyword. So what is the global keyword? What is the importance of global keyword? When you want to modify the value of global variables inside the function body, you have to use what keyword? Global keyword. Otherwise, that variable what you are using in the body treated by the PVM as what? Local variable. And finally, we get an error called unbound local error. See how many error names I'm saying? Beginning onwards, you try to take a paper and write it. Will you write at least 10 to 15 error names? Huh? Yes, sir. Who will write 10 to 15 errors? Raise your hands. 10 to 15 errors. Who will write? Who will write? Boys. Our name only we cannot write properly. Huh? Come to the point. So unbound local error. So this is global keyword. Did you understand? One more function I am going to say. Online students, did you understand the global keyword importance here? If I remove this global here, what is the answer is coming? What is the answer is coming? Read out. Cannot access local variable A where it is not associated with A value. Suppose if I write A is equal to what? 1 if I write it. Local value A is equal to A plus 1. 1 plus 1 is called A only. And this A will contain what only? 10 only will be there. It is not treated as a global variable. See the answer now. See the answer now. What is the answer coming? 10, 10 only coming. But this 10 is, this A is treated as which variable? Local. Getting or not getting? So finally, I made you to understand importance of global. Still one more question. Look at this is 11 now. Are you understanding? Can I ask one more question? Ready to answer wrong? Yes, sir. Update of update function I am taking. Update function I am taking. Very danger. I am going to define DEF. What is my function? Update of. There I am writing A is equal to A into 2. A is equal to A into 2. That means global variable value I am trying to multiply. I am trying to multiply. Is it error? Executed? Error executed? Error executed? Error. Why? It is treated as just what? Local. So in order to refer A, what should I write it? Global. What should I write? A. So that it will refer which variable? Global variable. So I will print value of A in main program. Value of A in main program. After which function? Update function. What is an answer is coming? That is the question mark here. What is an answer? What is the value of A? And what is the value of A after incrementation? And what is the value of A now? 20 is an answer. 22 is an answer. Quickly. 20 is an answer. 22 is an answer. This A10 global A 20. This A modified global A 11 into 2 22. 20 is an answer. 22 is an answer. Come on. 20. Whenever I look at you are closing your answer. 20 or 22? 20? 22. 22. 20 or 22? 20. Good. Who said 20? Take your luggage and go to home. Take your luggage and go to home. 22 is an answer now. How? Start. A is equal to 10. Value of A 10 printed. INCR went there. Global A 10 plus 1 11. So 11 is getting modified here and printed 11 only. Now value of A is what? 11. And immediately I am calling what? Go to where? Global A. Which A will be considered? Modified A only will be considered. What is the modified value? Come on. 11. That 11 into 2 is called what? 22 is an answer. Generally, people will think that 20 is an answer. That's why you need to practice so that you can get the answer. Execute now. See the answer now. See the answer now. 10, 11, and next is what? 22. Are you able to follow? See. Student name. K. Sai Saravana. K. Sai Saravana. Very good student. I really like that guy because he wrote all the error names. Really good student he is. I really appreciate Mr. Sai. I'm appreciating. Keep it up. Keep it up. At least he is thinking about types of errors. He's thinking about types of errors. I really appreciate him. Sai. Now, are you able to understand this logic? Okay, let it be. You don't try to read. You are not remembering, I know. You are trying to read Sai answer. Everybody trying to read. Are you understanding this answer first of all? Right. Next, go to one more example. One more example, I will take it. Let us start with another example also I'm taking. Let us take this. Now I'm writing. Let me go to this. Here I'm writing like this. Let us remove this entire thing. Now, global, this is 2.py. Be careful. Here I'm writing one main program. Here I'm writing one main program. A is equal A comma B. A comma B is equal to 10 comma 20. What is A B? Here A comma B are called what? Huh? Global variables. Global variables. Global variables. Now I am going to call it modify. Modify one of. I am printing. Here I am writing. What is this? In main program, A is equal to comma B is equal to dot format of A comma B. A comma B. In main program, before, what is this now? Modify one. A value, B value, I am printing. And now I will define DEF modify one of A is equal to A plus 1. A is equal to A plus 1. I am writing A plus 1. B is equal to B plus 1. A is equal to A plus 1. B is equal to B plus 1. What is the error? Unbound local error. I need to write compulsory what? Global A comma B. Either you can write global A next to global B, or you can write global A comma B comma C comma D, you can write it. So both of them are treated as what? Global variable. Incremented. What is the value of A now? What is the value of A now? I am writing that. I am writing that. Here I am writing. So here I am writing in main program after modify one. What is the value printed is there? What is the value printed here? 10 and next 20. Here what is the value printed there? A is equal to 11. B is equal to what? 21. This is A is equal to 10 and B is equal to 20 printed. Done. Next, I am writing one more function. See students, I am writing here modified to, modified to, modified to is equal to, modified to I am writing def modified to I am writing. Here I am writing A is equal to A into 2 and B is equal to B into 3. Again, it is going to be called what? Error. Unbound local error. I need to write what? Global A comma B. So that A into 2, B into 3. What are the values printed here? Come on. 22. B is equal to multiplication problem. 63. 20, 11 into 2, 22. 21 into 3, 63. Multiplication problem. All problems only with you. Remembrance problem, typing problem. Heavy people you are. So, coming to this. So, Nirkar Behra. Very good, ma. You also keep it up. Very nice student. Good student. Python. Python error. So, this is very danger. This is very danger. Python error is very danger. I did not say. This is very danger. Behra. Very, very danger. Very, very danger. So, she searched logic error, very danger. Syntax, very danger. Maybe she searched in the internet directly. Types of errors. So, in this case, here Python error is not there. Do you have Python error? No. You have what? Logic also not there. Out of that, next is called what? Like that, something is there. Reference error. Even I did not say that. In further, it will be coming. Without ITIL, how can you know? Without ITIL, if you know that you are searching in internet only, 100%. So, coming to the point. Okay, I'm not considering, not appreciating. Indentation error, not appreciating. Because Python error means they will ask you who is your faculty. You'll tell my name. That will become K.V.R. error problem. Okay, Nirkar Behra, my dear student, come to the point back. Run this code, global variable, example 2.py. Under that, coming to this place, here, try to run this code. Py, see that 1020 multiplied and again multiplied. Are you getting? This is about which keyword? Global keyword. Did you understand the meaning of global keyword importance? Right. Can I tell you one beautiful example again? Now, one more example I want to tell you. Let me copy. There I am talking about one more important. How you answer, I don't know. That I want to say. Based on my previous concept and this concept, I'm mixing together. 3.py. 3.py. Be careful. Now I'm writing. Here I'm writing. In main program, I'm writing. This you try to remove. This only you keep it. This only you keep it. Up to that, I'm modifying the value of global variable. I'm printing. Up to that, it is fine. Let me execute. Later, I will move forward. Here I am writing 3.py. Go to that. Here I am saying py, saying here 10, 20, 11, 21. Well, very good. Coming to this place, now I am going to get def, something like get vals, get vals. Be careful. I am writing C is equal to A into 2, D is equal to B into 3. C is equal to A into 2, D is equal to B into 3. Here what I am doing, I am modifying and keeping the result in where? Global variable. Here I am getting the global variable, modifying and keeping in global variable only. But here what I am doing, I am accessing, but I am not keeping the result in global variable. I am here getting the global accessing, but I am not keeping the result in where? Global variable. That time it is not necessary to write what? Global keyword. It is not necessary to write a global keyword. Are you able to get it? And what is the value of CD? Here what are CD? What are here C and D are called what? Yes, local variable. Local variable. Can I access that local variables here? Print CD. Can I access CD here? You cannot. Where can I access? Inside the body only. Here I am writing inside of what function? Get vals. Get vals. What are the value of C? C. And the next is called what? Inside the value C. And the next is called what? D is equal to dot format of C comma D. C comma D. C comma D. I am printing CD. Which one I am not writing? Which one I am not writing? There is no need to write. There is no need to write. Which keyword? Global keyword. Because we are not modifying. We are not modifying which variables? Global variable values. We are not modifying the global variable values, but but just we are accessing. Just we are accessing. Just we are accessing. Are you able to follow? Just we are accessing. See the answer now. And print the same thing here, 11 and 12. Same thing will be there. Now I will call what function? Get vals. Get vals. Even after that, I will print that value. Even after that, after what? What function? Get vals. You print that, it remains same only. But the CD contains what? That modified. A into 2, that is 11 into 2, 22 will print. And 21 into 3, 63 will print for inside the get vals only. This is the most important example. Where to write global keyword, where not to write global keyword, that is an important. In main program, it is called 10 and 20, 11 and 20 after. Inside of getVals 22 and this one. In main program, getVals A and B is called 11 and 21 only. I am not getting modified. This is a very important point. I hope you are getting it. Clear? Huh? If you don't understand, God only can save you. I don't have anything in my hand. If you are modifying global keyword, if you are just accessing, no need to write global keyword. This is about the concept of what? Global keyword. Able to understand? First example, second example, first example. First example, very first example, single variable global. Modifying. Right side expression, left side variable, same. And in your point of view, want to tell. Second also, if you look at right side variable, left side variable, same, global, in your point of it. And third one, left side, right side is same, global. Right side different, left side different. It is going to be called what? No need to write global. But I should not tell right side different, left side different. That is accessing purpose, no need to use global. Modifying time, you need to write global. That is the meaning of what? Global keyword. Understood? Global variable modification. Got it? Huh? This one, this one. Line number 19. Oh, Line number 19. No, not understanding. What is there in understanding? Here I am calling. First one, what is the value printed? 1020. What is calling? Modify one. Where it is going? Where it is going? Modify one. What are you saying? What PVM will take? A value. What is that? 10. B value. What did it take? 20. 10 plus 1, 11. B plus 1, 21. 21. What is finished? Modify one. In main program, after modify function, A and B value printed what? 11 and 21. Finished. Next after that, what are you calling? Get vals. Get vals going to where? Get vals. What I wrote it? A star 2. What is the value of A? Come on. 11 into 2. Where I am keeping? That's why no need to write what? Global. We are just accessing. I'm not modifying. That's why no need to write global variable. So D is equal to D, B into 3. B value global, 21. 21 into 3, 63. D value, locals, getting. And then still after that, still remain same only. To explain you, it is very danger. Because, of course, not just in this context. Explaining subject to the students, really faculty should make a lot of dare. With a good teacher. Normal people you see in other classes, no talking. Student will be in passive mode. Teacher will go on explaining whatever they like it. That is their system. Our system is different. Once you gather here, you have to do some productive work. That day has to be successful. That is my policy. If you lock your mouth, still no problem. If you open your mouth, subject will come. If anybody go to the doctor, if the patient says proper problem, immediately problem to be solved. Then only that fees validity will be there, value will be there. If you give a tablet where the problem not solved, that will become the tablet to the doctor. That's why teacher should do justify to the student. I'm showing everything concept to programming, concept to programming. If you don't practice after going to home, what can I do? Tell me. My brain cannot put it into your brain now. Artificial intelligence not that much developed. Definitely, it will come in the near future. Definitely, it will come. Correct? Thinking. First of all, your children case. First of all, we need to get job, na sir. You are not understanding. Understood? Better not to understand. Subject you understood? Okay. This is about which concept? Which concept this is? Global keyword. Go to the index. Very cool. Very cool. Index. What is done? Local global variables. Next, global keyword. When do you go for global keyword? Whenever you want to modify the global variable value inside the function definition, you must write a global keyword before the global variable modification. Otherwise, we will get what? Unbound local error, because it is giving the preference for local variable. Local variable is not associated with any local value. That is the point. Go to the place. I am going to take up global keyword. Come on, read out the subject. Come on, global keyword. When we want to modify the global variable values inside of function definition, then global variable names must be preceded with a global keyword. Otherwise, we get unbound local error. Local variable names must be referenced before assignment. That is an error will come. Syntax. Variable 1, value 1. Variable 2, value 2. Variable n, value n. These are all called which variables? Function 1, function 2, modification. When you are modify, global keyword I wrote. Again, I am writing global keyword. Modify variable 1, variable 2, variable n. Modify variable 1, variable 2, variable n. Note number 1. Beautiful note. To modify the global variable values inside the function definition, we use a global keyword mandatory to write, compulsory to write. Note, to access global variable names inside the function definition, We don't use global keyword. That is what is my program here. That is what is my program here. Here I did not write global keyword. Here I wrote global keyword because I am modifying. Here I am accessing. Clear? Clear or not clear? Clear. And don't feel, sir, when I ask the doubt, you may shout on us. I never. If a genuine doubt is there, I will explain. Correct? I will understand. Is the doubt now only started? Is the doubt started because of not preparing? I will easily understand. I will easily find out. Is the doubt coming because of not listening the class? Is the doubt is coming genuinely now? I will easily find out. Okay, now see how much I will think about you. How much you need to prepare. So come to the point of it. This is about which keyword? Global keyword. Clarity is there. Online students. Clarity is there for everybody. Now I'll move to the further. I'll move to the further. What is the next function? Now I'm introducing most powerful concept now. Most powerful concept. Ready to understand? Ready to understand? Tired? Tired? Ready to understand? Okay, ready to understand. You are ready to understand. Every time you are ready only. Now, program for program for demonstrating globals function. Globals function. Why to use globals function? Here, there is one more concept is there. Local, non-local, global. Local, non-local, global. Are you local or non-local? Huh? How I know the how I to write a Python program to say non-local you are? Hmm? So you are saying non-local. Write a Python program to prove that some variable is local, some variable is non-local, some variable is global. Tell me. See. Okay, no problem. I will explain. And I am not asking you are based on your native place, local or non-local. I am not asking that. I am asking programmatically. There is a local variable, there is a non-local variable, there is a global variable. Okay, now, right. Don't worry. I will explain that concept in where non-local concept where I will explain. Function in function I will explain. Function in function. Sorry, student, because I don't want to give confusion to you. DEF, DEF, India, DEF, India, India. X, Y, Z. What are X, Y, Z? Come on. Local to whom? India. You are all called what? India, local to India. You are all residing in India. So you are called local variables to whom? Okay. Inside the DEF India, DEF Telangana state. Telangana state. Another function I am writing. Function in a function. Function in a function. Nested functions I will tell you. Further, these are all next stage. Further, function in function. Nested function. Nested function. See, inside of that, I am writing K, V, R. K is equal to some value. V is equal to some value. R is equal to some value. K is equal to some value. V is equal to some value. R is equal to some value. What is K.V.R. called? Local variable to which function? TS. TS. And for TS, what is the global variable? XYZ. But XYZ is a local to whom? India. A, I will write here. I will write here. A, B, C. Before this India, before TS, there is ABC is there. What is ABC? Global variables. What is KVR? Local variable. What is this is called? It is a global to TS, local to India. That is called non-local. What is that? What is this XYZ? Non-local. What is this ABC? What is this KVR? Local. How to get this? How to get this data? How to get this data? How to get this data? I wrote global different, non-local different, local different. When I take interview, what I will do? When I take interview, what I will do? A, B, C, D, E, F, D, E, F, India, India. I will take what? A, B, C, D, E, F, TS, Telangana state. And here also A, B, C is there. Now I will ask global same, local, non-local same, local same. I want to take all of them at one place. How do you write it? If I write here, A plus B plus C, PVM give the preference for what only? Local. It won't give the preference for what? Non-local. It won't give the preference for what? How to refer global? How to refer non-local? Is it good concept or not? This concept is super concept. When I take an interview, directly I will go to this concept only. That time nobody can answer. You search in any internet, you search in any documentation, you never find. You search anywhere, you never find. I will tell in the class. Go to once, go to once. I'll say here, go to Python once. I'll take import. What is this now? Keyword, keyword as K dot, KW list. There it is available. What? Come on. What is the next? Somewhere else there is a global. Where is that? Global. Are you following that? Global. What is this now? Non-local. Don't think that Sara is not creating non-local. Non-local is a concept in Python. I'll ask you a question. When you come to Python, what is non-local? You will say, sir, I am not non-local, you will say. Because you are belongs to Hyderabad. What is non-local? You will say, I am not non-local, you will say. So non-local is a concept in where? Python. So if I ask what is non-local in Python, will you answer it? Will you answer? You cannot answer now. Can you answer what is global? See, false you know, none you know, true you know, and you know, as you know, assert you don't know, ASYNC you don't know, await you don't know, break you know, class you don't know, continue you know, def you know, dull you know, if you know, else you know, except finally you don't know, for you know, from you don't know, Modules I did not start. Global you know, if you know, import a little bit you know, little bit. In you know, is you know, lambda you will know tomorrow, not you know, are you know, pass you know, written you know, while you know, and others you don't know. I will explain those things in the class. Are you following? All the keywords must be known. People will ask you, how many keywords are there in Python? Don't tell the number. You say, I'll show all the keywords. You ask me any keyword, I will explain. You will ask how many? You say, LEN of K dot KW list. You don't tell 35. Why are you not saying 35? It is my time waste to remember where keyword name. You ask me any keyword where keywords, I'll tell you the significance. It is my time waste in remembering variables. Time waste or not? Time waste or time useful? Time waste. When you say everything, it is useful or not? Like that you have to learn. Correct or not? That is the subject. Online students are able to follow now. See, subject if you learn, people has to appreciate. Like that you have to learn. Which purpose you have to learn it. Correct or not? Don't buttify. Don't buttify. You try to derive the subject from your existing knowledge. To derive the subject from existing, you have to read the notes. Notes. Reading. You will become perfect. But you cannot read, I think so. Will you read? So, who will read 4 hours here? 4 hours. Okay, one. Girls, 4 hours. Good students. Other girls, nobody. Boys, 4 hours. One, two. Expected. I expected. Other boys, maybe 8 hours or what? Others, 8 hours. Huh? 8 hours. Nirkar Behra. Okay, good. It really, I'm appreciating. 8 hours reading. Really great. Great. Correct? So, others are thinking, sir, they are saying like that. Actually, they don't read, their thinking. Are you thinking like that? No. So, other girls, They mind blank. 3 or 4 hours these girls are reading. Boys, they are also thinking they are saying something. Whether they will read or not, we don't know. Anyhow, students, I'm thinking positively about you. So, Sai, 5 hours you are reading. Good student. Keep it up. Let us come to the subject. Globals function I am explaining. Shall I? A is equal to 10, B is equal to 20, C is equal to 30, D is equal to 40. What are A, B, C, D? What are A, B, C, D? Global variables. When I look at you, have to tell immediately. What are A, B, C, D? Right. Okay. Here I am writing. Here A comma B comma C comma D are called what? Global variables. Okay. Now I am going to take DEF. DEF operation. DEF operation. There I am writing x is equal to 100. X is equal to 100. Y is equal to 200. Z is equal to 300. K is equal to 400. There I am writing. RES is equal to, what are these XYZ are called? What are these XYZ are called? Come on. Local variables. Good. Here XYZ are called what? X comma Y comma Z comma K are called what? Local variables. Are called local variables. RES is equal to, global variables are different. Local variables are different. There is no problem at all. X plus Y plus Z plus K plus A plus B plus C plus D. All the value. I am just accessing. What are the values of 10, 20, 30, 40 plus what? 100 plus 200 plus 300 plus 400 plus all the things. It is going to print. What is the result? Sum is equal to print of what? I am writing. Sum is equal to what I am writing? RES. Say that. Now I am going to write it. Main program I am writing here. What is my function name? Operation. Function call. Simply it goes to where? How the flow is? A, B, C, D. It comes to no. Sixth line. Straight to what? 15th line. It will go to 15th line to the body. 7, 8, 9, 10 and 11 is going to be XYZ. These values are taken. ABCD was already traced it. That values are substituted. Answer is what? 1100. This is called what here? Globals function example1.py. Globals function example1.py. Here I did not use any globals keyword. Globals function I did not use it. Students, carefully try to follow. Go to the location 4 p.m. I'll go to functions here and save this concept. Go to that. Come out of that. Execute. See students, py. Answer is what? 1100. Got it all? Any problem? No. Here concept is global variables, local variables are completely different. So no problem in adding. Now the point is, now it is coming. Now the point is coming. Beautiful point. So here I'm writing, sees this global function example 2. The point is, here it is A, here it is B, here it is C, here it is D. Here it is C, here it is D. What are these A, B, C, D are called here? Global. What about this A, B, C, D here? Local. What is your observation? Local variables and global variables are what? Same. That time I am writing A plus B plus C, D. What will be the output? Is the PVM gives a preference for local or global? Come on. How do you know it is a local? How can I show that? How can you explain that it is a local? How can you give a clarity that it is a local? You have to say, sir, when the program execution started, PVM is tracing third line, fourth line, fifth line, sixth line. Up to sixth line, PVM knows what? Global variable. Come to line number what? 16. Still it knows global variable A, B, C, D, 10, 20, 30, 40. From there it is going to where? Line number 8. A is equal to 100. It forget previous A. Because the latest one will consider. Next word. B is equal to 20. It forget previous B. C is equal to 300. It forget previous C. D is equal to 400. It forget previous D. Now A, B, C, D, what PVM knows? Latest A, B, C, D only, which are called local variables. Got it or not? What is an answer now? Come on. 1000. 1000 is an answer or not? Yes. Execute. Are you understanding how it is local variables? You are understanding how it is local variable. For everything, flow is important. Subject to flow, if you don't know, it is a problem for you students. Where it is going? Ruby. It went to Ruby. It went to Ruby. Okay. 1 minute, students. Don't worry. Say, close that. Go to the place. Others. Python. See that. ABCD. Now say this example. Save this. Go to the place. Here I am saving. Go to the students. Here. Run this. 2.py. 2.py. What is the answer? How's it? So my question is, here I want to get this. I want to get here. I want to get the values of this one. I want. This one I want. This one I want. Here I want this part. How do you get it? Global keyword, if we use it, what will happen? Are we modifying? Are we modifying or just accessing? When I am accessing, will you write global keyword? No. When do you write global keyword? When you are modifying. Am I modifying? What are you doing? Accessing. But when I am accessing, no need to write global keyword. But local variables also same, no? Yes or no? Simple, student. In the Hyderabad house, there is a X. One more X came from Bangalore. One more X came from Bangalore. From outside of the home, one person came and asking, hello X, come here. Which X will go? Two X's are there in Hyderabad home. One person is calling outside, hello X, come out. Which X will go? Local house, local Hyderabad X only will go. Like this A, B, C, D. This X you want to call, he has to use some tag. What is the tag? Bangalore.x, come out. Just X means what? Local. Bangalore.x means what? Global. So, to access the global variable values in the function body, whenever you are having the same local variables, I'm telling the situation now. Whenever we come across global variable names and local variable names are same, in order to use them at the same context, that time I will use what? A globals function. How do you write, sir? See, sir, globals of what I am writing A. Just I am explaining. Just I am writing. Again, I will explain to you, students. Again, I will explain. About the globals function, I will explain once again. Right now, don't worry. Here I am writing B. Here I am writing C. Here I am writing C. C. And here I am writing D. Generally, everybody will think what? Generally, everybody will think what? Like this. Globals of. Globals of. They will think that A. Not like that. It is a wrong. Globals function separate A in square bracket. If I explain globals in detail, you will follow like anything. Now print that. When I say globals of A, this A will come. Globals of B, this B will come. Globals of C, this C will come. Globals of D, this D will come. Execute. See the answer. What is the answer? 1100. Able to get it? So global keyword, globals function. Because time is not sufficient for me to explain about what? Globals. Right now, don't worry about globals. Today, I am not explaining about globals. Tomorrow, I will continue the same example about globals. Today, I will pass only global variables, global keyword. Globals function, I will explain tomorrow once again. Because if I complete it hurry, you will get a problem. Right now, don't worry about it. Even I am not going to post these examples. Only two categories example. Global keyword, global variables, local variables. Right? Read the notes and practice the examples. So, Neelima, sir, your voice is not clear. No need, ma. Subject is over. So, no need to worry about. So, last moment, voice is not clear. Because, so no problem. Class is over. So, tomorrow class, I'll go for globals. This I will go for it. I will explain. Then I will move to the, look at what is my next concept tomorrow. I'll go for comprehension concept. I will explain tomorrow. Comprehension. See how much danger concept. Comprehension. List comprehension, set comprehension, dict comprehension, tuple comprehension, not there, and examples. After that, anonymous functions. After that, filter functions. Great. You see anywhere else, nobody will explain. This is only the class I am explaining. You check in other batches. Function means here only. Here. Functions over. All these things. You take any student, ask these questions. Totally out of order. When I'm explaining deeply, you utilize my services, read well. Okay, I'll stop my class. Tomorrow I'll go for what? This concept I'll explain, plus this concept also I will cover. Right, students? Thank you. All the best. So 9 o'clock tomorrow, evening 4 o'clock. 2 classes. Thank you. Online students, you hold on. I will clarify the doubts.
God bless you.
Right. Ali Hassan, student, my dear student, Hassan.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Hassan. Tell me, Hassan.
Sir, you define global variable in last example. You define global variable without the name,
Without,
right? A equal to 10, B equal to without mention is a global keyword, right?
no, ma, I'm not modifying. I'm
No.
accessing.
You define that directly. This is a global variable A equal to 10. And same variable name is defined inside the function local variable. But we need to accept global variable. We need to write a global function here. Arrays
No,
equal
no.
to
One minute.
ABCD plus global. Yeah.
1 minute. 1 minute. Which doubt you are having? Which program doubt you tell me first?
I have a doubt if I define, yeah, global, yeah, this is one A equal to 10, B equal to 20, C equal to 30. This is the global variable, right?
No, 1 minute. Are you asking this program only?
Yes.
These are called what? Global
Global
variable.
variable.
These are called what again? Local variables.
This is a local variables.
Whenever I write this A, B, C, D, it gives the preference for what?
Global variable that which you removed, yeah. And this is a local variable, ABCD,
Uh,
yeah.
then how do you access this one?
So if I write, well, that is my question. If I
Uh,
write global here indirectly, A equal
I,
to 10,
A is equal to
10 here indirectly in here above where we define here A equal to 10, where we direct line write
yes.
global
Wait,
equal
wait,
global A
wait,
equal to
wait.
10.
What you will write here?
No,
Plus.
not here. Up. A equal to 10 is defined here, na?
Uh,
Yeah, now 9 number 3. Yeah. Can I write here a global keyword as A equal to 10?
what you will write here?
Global A equal to 10.
Uh, global A is equal to 10. Okay. What you will get it?
If I same variable I define in the local variable, right?
Yeah, I wrote it.
We will get an error or what happened?
I already said this is not at all a syntax. It is a wrong. It is a wrong. You have to take it as what I already explained. I already explained. Here, when you are modifying this variable, then I said already in the class called what? Global, I already said. This is the concept already explained. Here the concept is when the local variables and the global variable names are same, when you want to access them at one place, you need to use global's function. Global's function, you need to use it. That is the syntax I wrote it. I'm
Okay,
not
this is
modifying.
global function. Okay.
I'm
Global
not
function is there.
modifying.
This is not a keyword. Okay,
Yes.
understood. Yeah.
Any more doubts, students having the doubts? Any more person is having the doubt? Next, Vinay. Student name Vinay. Vinay,
Yes,
tell
sir.
me.
Yes, sir. Sir, can you open the program global keyword?
Yeah,
Not this one, sir. The last example
this one,
from
huh?
Go keyword.
This one, huh?
Sir, sir, here line number 11 you wrote. No, sir.
Hmm.
Can we write line number 11 in the main program? That
I
means
al-
after
that means
after line number 19 by using return function.
by using return, if you say you have to get that value left side. If you write return CD, you have to hold the left side. I already explained that also in our classes. But I am not returning here. When I am not returning, you cannot access that value CD outside. That's why I printed inside.
Sir, what? Sir, how to get those values in main program, sir?
My dear student, already said in the class. Return of what? C comma D. Here I will get it what here? Left side what? C comma D. I will print the value called print of what? C comma D. Like that you need to get it.
Okay, sir.
Already done in the classes.
Okay,
These
sir.
are
I
all
remember.
explained. PY. See that. Answer you see. I got last 20 through like this you get it.
Okay, sir.
Like that. Yes.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, mom. Okay, students, take care and don't miss tomorrow class. Very, very important. So don't miss further and very, very important sessions will be continued further classes. All the best, students.